Welcome to Al's Outdoors. I got a little bit of a groundhog problem. There's quite a few of them around now that didn't used to be. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to shoot him. But, I've been debating on it. I can show you some photos here, but ain't very good because he keeps a flying on by it. Stick with me. Now, dyeing and waxing traps is something I got to do every year. I got to go to the farm quite often, and every time I do, I find work to do instead of time to film for YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay much, and I got a lot to catch up on. And I bring the gun with me quite often since squirrel season opened up, so hopefully I could at least bring home supper. I like to bring home something. And a tree down. Every time I get up there, there's something to do. Keith could use it for firewood, and he did. But we got a groundhog trap to check. I'm going to do a little squirrel hunting, and I wind up collecting walnuts later on. This is like a couple of weeks. Collected walnuts for trap dye. After I didn't bring home supper. Now I did see a few squirrels, but still a lot of leaves on for 22, and I want to be sure and get a good shot. You know what I mean. But I enjoyed myself. At least I'm getting outdoors a little bit. I wanted y'all to know what I was up to, how I got to the point of dyeing with walnuts this year. Because like I say, you don't want to come home empty-handed. Why waste the trip? Always looking for something. There's value in these woods. Now, right here, I saw a squirrel, couldn't see him. I used the call to get him excited and hopefully show himself. I did miss one, but I didn't get it on camera. As you can hear, he did like my call. That's my 330 setters. I'd say by the flies, we got our groundhog. Yep, right by the head. Finally, he'll quit digging under my cabin. I gathered me up old couple bucketfuls of walnuts. I didn't need that many, but I like it to be strong. I soaked them in water for about 3 days, stirring them every day, keep them from molding. Probably didn't need to leave them that long, because you can tell here when I spray it with the water hose, the thing starts to get a little more full. You can already see the walnut dye coming up to it. And we'll get moving on here real quick. And walnuts turn black after about 24 hours, and it really gets dark. And then I took one of them screen sifters and got the walnuts out of it. Most of my traps are done. I'm not going to do the fire this year. Add just a little bit of wax. Don't even need that much. I've got, I don't know, probably a couple dozen to do. There's a couple dozen already done in the building. Didn't want to bore you. But it's important if you're using one of these, get you a good regulator on there where you can turn it up. Get her hot enough. I'll show you. It's been a half hour. Her wax is floating. I got a little too hot and frothed up on me. That's alright. Pull it up slow so that thin layer of wax will get on top. A lot of people disagree with some of the ways I do things, but that's okay too. I'm throwing them in the grass to knock some of that froth off of them, and then I'll pick them up, put them over here on this junk lumber pile with the rest of them. We're working on it. Okay, I just pulled the last batch out. I did, I don't know, a couple dozen or so. I still see yellow floating on the surface, so there's still wax. When that cools off, there'll be a flat chunk of wax across the top. There they are. Everybody has their own way of doing it. It works. If y'all watch these photos and stuff at the end, I'll show you it works. Only thing I'm doing different right now is I don't do it on fire anymore. You have to be careful because wax is highly flammable. So don't boil it. Don't get it to that flash point. And, I've been out several times doing this and that, but I always wind up working instead. We're getting there. We're working toward making videos. I do a lot of work for a whole lot of nothing, so it's kind of hard to get motivated sometimes. Trapping, it's coming, and I'm ready. We'd like to thank you for coming to Al's Outdoors. We love you. Always share your fire.